Hey babes, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm the Laura Nicole, and today we are going to be doing a full face using only makeup from the drugstore. I feel like nowadays there's this preconceived notion that your makeup can only look good if you're using the high-end stuff. And even though I believe that high-end makeup will give you a certain quality that sometimes drugstore makeup can't provide, I feel like only buying high-end makeup just because it's high-end when there are so many other options that are more affordable is actually low-key insane. So I thought, why not just hop on here and share with you guys an easy tutorial for anybody that's looking for an affordable full face of makeup, because I remember when I was in college, babes, we was balling on a budget, okay, and I still wanted my face to look amazing. So this video this week is for anybody that just wants to do a full face of makeup and save some coins, okay? So let's get started with today's video. So I've already went in and did my skincare. Now that was not from the drugstore, okay, but besides that, everything else makeup wise will be from the drugstore. So to prime my face, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Now e.l.f. is known for their unbelievable dupes. They have so many good dupes, and I think that this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer is actually a dupe of the Milk Primer that everybody was talking about.
For my primer, I'm going to apply a good amount to the back of my hand, and then from there I will rub it into my skin, making sure to get this product all over my face, especially in areas in which I notice that my pores are larger. And then I'll allow the primer to get tacky until it looks something like this.
This primer is actually one of my go-to primers for anything, any time of the year. I think that it is very hydrating. It also helps my makeup to literally stay all day. And I have acne prone skin, and the ingredients in it has never made my skin flare up, and it just works really good with my skin. So for all the products I'm going to use today, I'm going to tell you how much each product is, and at the end, if you like exactly all of the products that I use today, I will be sharing the total amount. So if you are interested in getting this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer from Target, it is being sold for $10. Okay, next we're going to be moving on to eyebrows. Now for my eyebrows, I'm a girly that doesn't do too much to my eyebrows. I've been blessed to have fairly thick eyebrows, so I really just go get them done, and then from there I like to use the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It's a product that I actually didn't have to go out and buy. Just like the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, it's something that I use fairly often in a lot of my routines. Like I said before, how e.l.f. is known for all of their dupes, I really don't know what this is a dupe for. I just know that it works really well, and I've been using it like ever since I found out about this product. I haven't switched to a different brow, makeup, anything.
So I'm going to start by brushing up my eyebrows, making sure that all the hairs are going the same way. And then with the Brow Lift Gel, I'm going to apply a little to each eyebrow, as the little goes a long way. And then with my finger, I'm going to smooth that over the eyebrow. Going back with my spoolie, I'm going to brush that product through my eyebrows, as well as carving out my eyebrows on the top so that it isn't too feathered. I think it is so crazy that you can tell which eyebrow is my favorite and which one also gives me issues. Like, why can't both of my eyebrows look the same? But anyways, once that's done, I then press the product back into my eyebrows, and then I'm done.
I'm honestly having such a hard time like thinking out my makeup process, because I'm trying to do this routine just like how I would do my normal makeup. So we've already primed our face, we've done eyebrows. Next, I think I would normally go in and do my mascara. There is a part of me that is like, just go ahead and do foundation. So I think that's what I'll do next. But before I go into foundation, I have to tell you guys the price of this brow lift. So the price of the brow lift being sold at Target is $6. Now on for foundation, I am using the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the shade N7. I've actually heard so many good things about this product, how it's really great for people that have acne prone skin, how it's just really blendable, and how it's also very skin-like. So I'm super excited to be sharing this product with you guys, because this shade match is actually really insane as well. And if you're interested in figuring out what your shade is for certain products, if you actually go onto the Target app or its website, or I think it's even if you try just typing it up on your own. And for the shade finder / the shade match, I go in and use a shade that I'm already using that works really well for me. For instance, I am a shade Cadiz in the NARS shade. So I would simply go onto the website and just type in NARS, Cadiz, and exactly what kind of foundation I'm using, and it gives you a pretty accurate shade match. So that has been kind of like my go-to for finding all of my perfect shade matches for drugstore makeup, because I also know that you can buy any type of makeup you want, but if it's not your shade, it's always going to turn out bad. So if you are going to go the drugstore makeup route, especially because in a lot of drugstores they don't have makeup professionals that can help you out with that, just going on to its website and just trying to figure out your shade match that way is super easy.
I'm going to start by applying this product to the back of my hand, and with my finger I'm going to apply a little to my face. Y'all, this foundation is literally my skin in a bottle. I love how this foundation is the perfect match for me. Once the foundation is applied to my skin, I then blend it out with a powder puff.
I absolutely love this foundation. It is so skin-like, and I love to use it just for like everyday wear, and knowing that this is only $10. Specifically on Target's website, it says it's $9.99, but you already know the $9.99 is $10, okay? But yeah, I love how skin-like it is, how everyday it is. It feels like I'm literally wearing nothing on my skin. Okay, so now that we already have the foundation down, the next step would be mascara. So the mascara that I'm using today is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara.
Mascara is my favorite part of my makeup routine, and this mascara is so slept on. Y'all, just look at how long and defined each lash looks.
I absolutely love how my lashes look every single time I use this mascara. It was actually my go-to mascara in high school, and I always got so many compliments on my lashes, and truthfully I feel like I kind of didn't do myself justice by steering away from this, because you know, you forget how good a product is until you pick it up again. And I don't know, I might be going back to this because my lashes, like, they just look so defined, so long, they don't look clumpy. Love that. And if you're interested in getting the Maybelline Lash Sensational Lengthening Mascara, it is being sold at Target for $9.99. And as far as the shade, I did get this in the shade 254 Very Black. Okay, so next I will be doing my nose contour, and I like to just use a little bronzer for that. So I will be using the NYX Professional Makeup Buttermilk Bronzer in the shade Do Butta. Now babes, I was first introduced to this specific bronzer when I went on a brand trip with Ulta Beauty this summer, and y'all, this bronzer is so good. And all of their buttermilk like products, their bronzer as well as their blushes, are so pigmented.
Okay, so Bow, for my bronzer today, I'm going to be using a little and apply it to my nose just to sculpt it out.
Now I always have this dilemma if I should do bronzer or blush. I try not to do both because I feel like that's okay a little bit much, but I think because I already showed you guys like a bronzer option, now I'm going to go in with a blush. But before I do that, I just want to let you guys know that this is $9.99 as well. I feel like a lot of products at Target is $9.99, but yeah, this will be $9.99. And then today for blush, I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush.
For the blush, I'm applying small dots to the top of my cheekbones, as this blush is literally almost a dupe for the Rare Beauty blushes and is super pigmented, so a little goes a long way. Once applied to the face, I then go in and blend it out with a brush.
I absolutely love this blush. I feel like it is the perfect dupe for a lot of the Rare Beauty blushes, and it's very pigmented and it just looks really good on my skin complexion. And I've also noted that a lot of the acne prone girlies always say that liquid blushes work really good for their skin, and this blush has never had an issue with my skin, so I really like this one. Now that we've already done a little bronzer, a little blush, we've done our mascara, we've had our foundation, we did our primer, babes, it is time for our concealer. And I feel like if you're somebody who already knows a lot about makeup, you already know the concealer that I'm about to say. But if you don't, that is okay, because I'm here to let you guys in on some tea. One of my favorite drugstore concealers is, again, from e.l.f. Y'all, e.l.f. just, she don't sleep, okay? Because e.l.f., I feel like e.l.f. comes up with everything. Anything that you need, e.l.f. has it. So for concealer, like I was saying, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Y'all, this concealer has gotten me through some hard times, okay? This concealer is good for concealing the bags, making sure that your under eyes look hydrated, it doesn't crease, like, it is good. I will also say that they have another one, but that one isn't my favorite too much. I prefer the one that has the white lid, because I think the one that has the black lid is the satin one, and I personally don't like it too much, but you can always try that one out for yourself.
For my concealer, I'm just going to apply a little to under my eyes, then on top of my lip and on my chin. With the powder puff, I'm then going to start by blending out both the concealer that is on my chin, my upper lip, as well as my forehead. And then lastly, blend out the concealer that is under my eyes, as I want this to dry down just a little for maximum coverage.
And babes, this concealer is being sold for $6 to $7. That's exactly what it says on the Target website. So I don't know if it's 6 or 7, and maybe depending on like which one you get. Like I mentioned that this one is the hydrating one, they have the satin one, or maybe just like where you live it might be 7 or 6, I'm not sure, but it does say 6 to 7. Now babes, we are done with all of our cream products, so I like to go in with a setting spray just before I do the powder products. So I'm going to be using the Milani Make It Last Original Natural Finish Setting Spray. This one for the travel size is $9.99, which is about $10, but if you fall in love with this setting spray and want to purchase the bigger version, it is being sold for $15.99, which is about $16. Now I really like this setting spray because it is similar to like the Urban Decay. You know, everybody always says it's gonna last all day because it's Urban Decay. Well babes, the same thing with this Milani one. This Milani one has gotten me through so many tailgates and so many college nights, okay? And I just, when I was balling on a budget, still am balling on a budget, but when I was more cautious about, you know, what I was purchasing makeup wise, this setting spray got me through it, okay? As well as I will say, I also really do like the one from NYX. All of the NYX setting sprays are really good as well. But this one offers up to 24 hours of wear and has niacinamide in it, which means, you know, it has a little skincare in it, which we love.
For the setting spray, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to spray the spray onto my face, making sure not to spray too close to my face. And then with any type of setting spray, you want to make sure that it dries down.
Okay, so now that the setting spray has completely dried, it is time to go in with our powder products. I really love that setting spray because it kind of just like helps to make everything melt. Now y'all, as far as setting my under eyes, one of my favorite loose powders is the Huda Beauty one, okay? I love that one. But she could be a little bit on the costier side, you know? And that is okay. But like I said, this is for all my drugstore girlies. So the drugstore setting or finishing powder that I've picked up is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 20, which is light medium. Now what I always do is I always like to put a little on the top and pat it out just a little bit. And then with the powder puff, I am just going to place it into my little section right here and then place it underneath the eye.
So babes, I forgot to mention this, but before applying the powder to under your eyes, go ahead and buff out the excess on the back of your hand for a seamless, less cakey look. I also like to apply the powder in areas in which I get oily.
I absolutely love this powder. It just makes everything look so seamless. It doesn't make my under eyes crack or just look too patchy. I also am sometimes an oily girly, and I will say that if you get your right shade, like, this product does wonders. So if you are interested in the shade, this shade is being sold at Target for $8.99. Now like I said, I am the shade 20 in this shade, so make sure that you use your shade finder to figure out what your right shade is. And the Huda Beauty setting powder, I am usually using the shade Banana Bread, so that's how they kind of configured this one to me. But you guys let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this setting powder, because I'm actually very interested to see like what products have I used thus far that you've used and if you love them or hate them. Okay guys, we are almost done with this makeup tutorial. So this next step is going to be for all my girlies that love blush. Now if you aren't a blush connoisseur and I've already put on enough blush for you, then you can just skip past this part. But if you love blush, this next step is for you. So like I mentioned, NYX has like some of the most pigmented blushes with this little buttermilk collection, and I'm going to be using their powder blushes to add dimension to the blush that I already have to my face. So I'm using the buttermilk blush in the shade Butta Than Before, as well as the buttermilk blush in the shade You Know Butta.
With the powder blush, I'm going to use a fluffy brush to add some more dimension to my blush, but again, this part is completely optional.
Now guys, these blushes will be the exact same cost as what the buttermilk bronzers were. And I do want to let you guys know, and I don't think that I mentioned it before, but these blushes do have a little bit of a fragrance. So if you're somebody who is allergic to fragrance, these blushes may not work out for you. But if you don't mind a little fragrance, these blushes are perfect for you. Now babes, we only have like 3 more steps left, and 2 of those steps are regarding my lips. So I'm going to use a little bit of toilet paper, like I have right here, just to wipe off any excess concealer or foundation that I may have on my lip. Now babes, for my lip liner today, I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in the shade Espresso. Now this is one of my favorite lip liners. I use it almost every single day. I love the shade of it. It's like the perfect cool brown shade. It doesn't have hues of red in it, and it's just like the perfect brown shade, especially for anybody that loves like a good 90s or even like a fall brown look. This shade is perfect.
For my lip liner, I'm going to start by carving out both the top and bottom lip, trying to be as precise as I can be. Once I have the liner to my liking, I then smooth out the harsh edges with my finger. Then after that, grabbing the e.l.f. oil, I'm going to apply a good amount to my lips for shine and hydration.
And for this lip combo, it's about $12. This lip liner is $4.99 and the e.l.f. lip oil is $8.
Babes, to lock in this makeup look, I'm going to spray my face one more time with the setting spray.
And babes, this is the final look. Babes, I'm obsessed with how my makeup is looking today and how it turned out. Now, I know a lot of you guys may be wondering, now how much would all of this cost? So after rounding up some numbers, because some of the products that were like $4.99, I just rounded up to $5, and if it was like $9.99, I just rounded it up to like $10. So obviously this price could be give or take depending on where you live and things of that nature. But if you want to get exactly what I used today to achieve this full face of makeup straight from the drugstore, this should cost you around $95. So if you round that up, that'll be around $100. But $100 for a full face of makeup is insane, because nowadays you can go and buy literally 1 or 2 products and that will be $95 to $100, but this is for a full face of makeup for $100. Now babes, all products that I've used today will be linked down below in the description box, and if you want to purchase them straight from Amazon, they will be listed in my Amazon storefront down below. But babes, that is the end of today's video. I hope that I helped you save a little bit of money, that you really enjoyed today's video, and if you did and want more videos just like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like today's video, leave a comment, share with a girlfriend, and I'll see you babes next time.